Come on. Ah. What am I thinking of today? Morning. Today, I don't even know where to begin, but I was thinking about the word inspiration, inspire, whatever rocks your boat that you want to call it. And I realized that everybody, whether we realize it or not, we inspire people. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Your action is either changing a life or doing the other way around to it. So in the essence, like in the religious terms, you have different religious beliefs, the Muslims, the Christians, the African traditions, different philosophy, the Buddhists, Zen, you name it. And I've dabbled with all of them, actually studied them, and when I study all these things, it allowed me to be comfortable with my cultural heritage philosophy. It is not because of a belief, but it's just that knowing the fact that my great-grandfather does not speak the language that I'm speaking at the moment, it allows me to just look at everything to be the same. So from yoga to meditation to Christianity, is Islam, Buddhism. I literally sat down and just studied. And I began to realize a lot of things that, is all about which one actually makes you spark. Because either way I want to look at it, each one of those books, text, shall I say, made an impact, and it made me make certain decisions. So I'm saying that we're all inspiring in a sense because, have you ever gone to Google or, when you type in Google and we look at the old athletes, you will see this will come up, athletes who went broke, rappers who went broke. There's a double standard to it because the person that went broke, I'm one of them, but it is not what I call broke. Because what I've realized is the person that thinks he went broke and society that judges them, they are not getting the message. Because a lot of time when things happen to you, it is to inspire somebody behind you that, okay, I've stepped away for you. I've made this mistake for you. Now it's time for you to learn. Because I don't care how much money anyone has. Somebody paved that pavement for you. Somebody paved that way for you to have all the success. So when I see all this judgmental that society does, it really just cracks me up. And I can say that for an example, I had a lot of running friends here in Atlanta. And the moment I step away from what society calls the norm, half of them don't even speak to me no more. And to me, that was kind of just, how do I say? Where am I? Let me just turn it out. That was very interesting. I know I'm somewhere. Oh, I think I got it. That was very interesting because it's almost like when somebody falls off the ladder, the only thing we know how to do is beat him up. And a lot of time when someone falls off the ladder of life, should I say, and is getting beat up, that is because the individual that is beating that person up psychologically is beat up inside. He never fails. So I've met so many homeless people, who have made millions, lived in mansions, and had a lot of money. And I'm talking about cool money. And the moment they lost it all, it's like they lost their soul with it. So I've had a conversation with them where I tell them, because everyone talk about, oh, Jesus died for my sins, this died, oh, this walked away. That same Jesus, that same Muhammad, that same Buddha is in every single person. There is not a person. All you have to do is look at the birds, the way it flies, it sparks. Look at those birds. That's what's making noise on top of me. Amazing, huh? Look at them flying away. All you have to do is just look at it. Everybody has an impact. So for me, man, I can play soccer. We call it football in England. Man, I got skills too. I have skills. And if you tell me that I will not play, I literally, as a matter of fact, I came to the stage to play soccer. If you tell me that I will not have like 4 caps, I would think you're smoking something on top of your head. But what it is, that wasn't my journey. And when I realized that, I used my past experience to inspire others. A lot of time, some of us just come to this world to be extremely wealthy for a short time. That way, they can inspire. Can you imagine? Just because you lose all your wealth, but you end up inspiring 20, 40 more people to have wealth. That is so amazing, because I see a lot of people, because it's okay to talk, because I see a lot of homeless people. They give up on life. And they say, in my shoes, I'm saying, bro, I'm just like you. But the truth is, it doesn't matter what situation you're in, you are inspiring somebody. Everybody talks about Dr. King. We celebrate his life. Can you imagine if he did not give up?
Time, 4 hours, 33 minutes, 1 second. Distance, 14 miles. Average pace, 19:30 per mile.
If he doesn't give up his material world for so many, can you imagine if Dr. King decided, I just want to have a career, just raise my kids and do whatever. The truth is, half of us will still be sitting at the back of the bus today. There will be no desegregation. But because that somebody called Dr. King decided to give up what he believes, which is they're probably telling him, go to school and do all this. And look at it today. A change is made. So sometimes when I see people judge when someone's life turned the other way around, and I would say to all my old friends who call themselves religious, and I would say to all my African families, my African friends, shame on you. Because you are nothing but a bunch of cowards, with your belief system. Just because I choose to live my life differently doesn't mean you are less or better than me. Because on this beautiful earth, we are all created to do things differently. For one, I choose a life of spiritual intellect. I choose to be at peace with myself. So, and I say that because When I lived in the shelter, that thing changed my whole thinking. Because once upon a time, I used to judge people. But when I lived in the shelter and spoke to this intellectual, and I mean not just intellectual individual, it blew me the biscuit away. So it really cracks me up when we judge one another. Thinking because and especially when it comes to this life thing, life is so short. It is amazing. Like for me, when I first started doing all this running, meditation thing, I never thought I would be someone that would come out and be able to do miles upon miles. It blows me the biscuit away every time I come down there. This is not even running to me. I just do whatever the biscuit I want. I stop and get coffee. I talk to people. I just know in my head this app has to say 28 miles. And I really just take my time because I know tomorrow I'm going to come out, I'll jog another, like 34. So I've realized that the whole thing about elevation, consciousness that people talk about, that biscuit is hard. You have to be spiritually, mentally disciplined to be able to carry it out. That chi, because I heard people talk about it, praise it. That yoga, no. That really requires serious discipline, which sometimes in this beautiful society of ours we don't have. The essence of spirituality, we understand the emotional side of it. But as far as the intellectual and the discipline, we haven't begun yet. The whole thing, even from the Bible, the scriptures, the Quran, when you look at it emotionally, it means control and judge others. But when you look at it metaphysically, it is beyond this brain of ours. So my friend, brothers, sisters, today, talk to someone on the street. Let us stop the judgment. Today is non-judgment day. In my book, this morning is non-judgment. It's really funny. Like I really have to force myself to stop at 26 miles today because this is all I want to do. Because literally I got like 12 more miles to go. So I really have to stop myself. And when people talk about marathons, I'm like, marathon. 26 miles ain't biscuit. I do that with my eyes closed. It's so funny that, every weekend I can just say, okay, I'm going to run a marathon today, and the next day, the noises are out and do this. And I kid you not, the human body is amazing. There is so much to learn on this planet that if you just put hatred, anger to the side, we will realize we waste a lot of time on some other biscuits. There is just so much to learn. I cannot even begin the ideology. What they taught us in school ain't biscuit, shall I say. So what I'm actually talking about a lot of time when I come out here and run, I'm actually talking about the philosophies that I've studied. What comes into mind. It's like science, space, everything. Metaphysics. I am blown away. Every morning is a miracle to me. Because I spend more time on my feet than I sleep. I can't believe it. It blew me the biscuit away. And I want the young kids, the 18-year-old, the 14-year-old, the 12-year-old to see this one day and never limit themselves. Because age is just a number. That's why I come out and do this. And I'm talking about the 10-year-old, the 12-year-old, the 20-year-old who never, especially the athletes, to never, ever let anyone put limitation on themselves. The whole idea about get 8 hours sleep after a workout is a bunch of biscuit. Stretch your body. Practice yoga. Practice breathing. You will realize you need less sleep than you think. Because when you begin to practice breathing, your body will get up when it needs to. And it is amazing what calisthenic push-ups can do. So my brothers and sisters, age is just a number. So all the young kids sitting at home just watching TV, get your biscuit out. Get your biscuit out. And to all my 50-year-old mates, man, 50 is just the beginning. I see a lot of 50-year-olds, and I'm talking to the 50-year-old this weekend. Now that is just ridiculous. Because every time you let your body go, you're not inspiring the younger generation. Yes, the 50-year-olds like me, every time you let your body go, you are not inspiring the younger generation. Because the younger generation is looking and thinking that, yeah, look at what he looks like. That's the way we're supposed to be. So, today, 50 is the new 30. See? In the next 2 days, I'm going to end up with about 60 miles. So all the lies that's been taught to us about the body, the limitation, let's get rid of it. So before I leave, because I got 12 more miles to go, I'm only going to do 28 today. I don't want to go too fast. So I got to just enjoy this being on my feet. And I can go and do some other thing the rest of the day. Before I leave.
Time, 4 hours, 42 minutes, 16 seconds. Distance, 15
See, there
miles. Pace, 18
That's how
minutes,
I get this thing
49
done.
seconds per
This
mile.
thing is gonna
Split
take me
pace, 18
6
minutes,
to 5 hours.
3 seconds per mile.
That's what it's going to take me to do this thing today. And that's how I always tell people, slow down. 6 to 5 hours. I'll be done. 26 miles. Easy. Easy. Patient. The slower you run, the further you go. So I'm going to leave it like that. Like I always say. Take a yoga class. Breathe into the body is the new thing. Trust me. Breathe into your body. Breathe. I don't care what scriptures you've been taught, you've been preached to. It has its own essence. It is good for you. But if you are not breathing into your body, you will never understand self. Breathe into your body. You want to study God? Learn how to breathe into your body. Breathe into your nose. This right here. This is where the power is. God energy lays inside of you and I. One love. Let me wave back to everybody. That's waving because see, I even slow down. That's what I do. I slow down. This is me. I slow down, wave back to everybody. This is how it all started. Your cars and your plane. We walk everywhere. Till next time. No, actually, see, tomorrow I'm going to do like 36 tomorrow. So today is 26, is almost done. So one love. And all the 50-year-old, get your biscuit up and stop using the excuse about you're old. The 50-year-old, I'm talking to you. Get up. Age is just a number.